on CBS 46 News at 6.
A winter weather advisory issued for parts of North Georgia. I'll let you know what it means and how much snow we're expecting.
Anitra Gunn's boyfriend now behind bars. What his family is saying.
They have fight videos. They have all kind of stuff online.
Recent fights caught on camera at a local high school are prompting the school to make some changes.
State lawmakers passed an amended state budget today, reversing a lot of the governor's recommended cuts.
We've tried our best on this budget to address needs of Georgians.
We'll tell you how your tax dollars are being spent.
But first, we have clear skies right now across metro Atlanta. However, in a few hours, some cities could see snow.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez with a winter weather advisory. Jen, it goes into effect soon.
Yeah, it goes into effect early tomorrow morning, continues through Friday morning. And although we're not seeing anything on radar right now, that is going to change very quickly over the next 12 to 24 hours. For tonight, dry right now, but we'll start to see some rain after 2 o'clock in the morning. And this will start off as rain. In fact, as you wake up tomorrow morning, it will be 43 degrees in Atlanta. So a cold rain for the Thursday morning commute. The problem is the rain will start and cold air will move in behind it. As that cold air filters into the North Georgia mountains, we'll start to see that transition, starting off as rain to a wintry mix to some freezing rain before eventually turning to all snow across the North Georgia mountains. This will start in the morning, continuing through the afternoon. By 5 o'clock, this rain will move out of here, but not without leaving behind some wintry weather. So a winter weather advisory in effect against Thursday morning through Friday morning for the North Georgia mountains, where we could see slippery roads, expecting 1 to 2 inches of snow, and that 2 inches is in the highest elevations. Could see some black ice as well, especially Thursday night into Friday morning. There is a lot to cover with this system. I'll let you know exactly what to expect. We'll go hour by hour, and I'll let you know how it could even affect Friday morning's commute coming up.
All right, thank you, Jen. And you can download the free CBS 46 app to get weather alerts sent directly to your smartphone. The app is available for Apple and Android users.
Developing tonight, and we are digging into the past of the man arrested after police found the body of an Atlanta native and Fort Valley State University student.
Right now, we know 23-year-old DeMarcus Little is charged with damaging Anitra Gunn's apartment and slashing her car's tires. He has not been charged with her death, however. CBS 46's Ashley Thompson is in Crawford County tonight. Ashley, you just spoke with Little's family.
We're getting a closer look at where Gunn's body was found. Officers say she was discovered about 150 yards into this wooded area back here. An investigation into how she got here is ongoing. Anitra Gunn's friends and family now in mourning. 4 days after she was reported missing, her body found partly concealed in the woods. Police are investigating what led up to her death, but say her boyfriend, 23-year-old DeMarcus Little, is a person of interest.
What do you think happened? Because they said they
I don't know, but it's God got this. God, he the judge and the jury.
Police have interviewed Little 3 times so far. He was arrested at this house last night for allegedly breaking the windows of Gunn's apartment and slashing her tires earlier this month. Little has not been charged with anything related to Gunn's death, and his aunt says there's no way he could be involved.
He's stronger than we are.
I guarantee you he was.
He's stronger than we are. So. That's all right. That would make me keep it going.
When you're innocent, you stand.
You guys think he's innocent?
Yes, no doubt. We know.
It's a fact, baby.
Peach County Sheriff Terry Dees tells me Little and Gunn were together at a Waffle House around 2:30 a.m. on Valentine's Day. She was last seen later that morning around 11:30. Little's aunt says she knew her well.
Yes, very close relationship with her. She was just like a niece to me.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have they been dating?
It's been a while.
Over at Fort Valley State University, where Gunn went to school, students are trying to wrap their minds around this tragedy.
They don't really want to talk about it. The people that do her are sad.
I just find it insane that someone would do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Any human being would want to do that.
We've learned Little is in the Army, and his aunt tells us he actually lives in Augusta on base. Of course, right now he's in jail here. An autopsy for Gunn is scheduled for tomorrow. In Crawford County, Ashley Thompson, CBS 46 News.
Ashley, thank you. Earlier today, Gunn's father, Christopher Gunn, released a statement thanking those who helped search for his daughter. He also asked for privacy as the family attempts to process this devastating news. CBS 46 continues to push for more information related to Anitra Gunn's death. The investigation will cover it all. We'll share with you whatever we learn, both on air and on the free CBS 46 News app.
I'm Alicia Roberts at the Live Desk. Plans to test the new emission system at a Cobb County plant have been called off. The Georgia Environmental Protection Division making that decision this afternoon. Testing was scheduled for 11 a.m. tomorrow morning at the Sterigenics plant. Officials plan to test the system, though, without releasing the cancer-causing chemical ethylene oxide into the air. State lawmakers, though, stepping in and said no way.
One of the things that we want to make sure is that Sterigenics is following the process. And right now, they are not permitted to operate, nor do they have the proper permits for the construction that they've been doing and it's been done. So I think it's very important that we follow that process and the county be the one to allow them to reopen and to start that testing, not the state.
Now, over the summer, CBS 46 reported about the elevated levels of ethylene oxide in the air near Sterigenics, as well as another plant in Covington. At the Live Desk, Alicia Roberts, CBS 46 News.
Alicia, thank you. CBS 46 investigating tonight claims of lead paint used at a Metro Atlanta elementary school.
Parents, as you can imagine, are furious with the school board.
There's incredible steps that you go through when you have a condition with lead-based paint in it, and none of that was handled in this situation.
This is happening at Laurel Ridge Elementary School in Decatur. CBS 46 started asking questions after residents told us they saw paint chips in storm drains. They pulled out a few along with an EPA certified lead kit. The results showed the paint is in fact contaminated with lead. So we pressed the district attorney, the school district that is, asking whether they followed proper protocols. They only answered saying that they take the matter seriously and are ensuring the community's concerns will be addressed. All new at 6, several fights at Langston Hughes High School have prompted the principal and the Fulton County School District to make changes.
CBS 46's Melissa Stern got footage of some of the recent fights. She joins us now with the story. And Melissa, we want to warn everyone here tonight that some of the video we're about to show is disturbing.
Some parents tell me they don't feel the school is a safe environment for their kids, and they fear it's a trend that's going to continue if nobody speaks up.
It has been a big problem.
Natia Clay's 15-year-old daughter is one of the girls fighting in this video. Clay says her daughter and her friend were followed, then jumped. Because of this, her daughter was suspended for 3 days, and her friend was expelled, pending a hearing on Friday.
There's always something going on at the school.
Clay says it's often the same students initiating the fights over and over.
Had we did something, I don't know, the second time around, maybe it wouldn't have got to my daughter and her friend.
The Langston Hughes principal sent a letter to parents following several physical altercations at school. It says they are taking a strong stance to eliminate this type of behavior.
There's a lot of parents that are concerned about their kids and their well-being.
Following the most recent fights earlier this month, the Fulton County School District said everyone involved was disciplined and there is an increased police presence.
It's concerning because we send our children to school with the hopes that they're safe.
On top of that, the school principal said going forward, the recording and posting of fights during the school day will result in just as severe consequences as being involved in the fight.
They have fight videos, they have all kind of stuff online where this is like the norm.
Melissa Stern, CBS 46 News.
CBS 46 is everywhere. 2 women arrested and charged with a murder in Gwinnett County. Investigators say the 19-year-old shot and killed a man 2 weeks ago near a Shell gas station on Pleasant Hill Road. A huge tree crashes through a DeKalb County man's home. It happened earlier this morning in Stone Mountain on Simone Drive near Southland Golf Course.
Search teams will release updated information tonight as they look for a missing hiker. 130 people spent the day trying to find Edward Nukester. He was last seen Friday headed to hike the Appalachian Trail in Dawson County. New leadership for the Department of Public Safety. Former Tift County Sheriff Gary Bowell is the interim commissioner. He takes over March 1st. For the former commissioner, Mark McDonough, stepped down after the Georgia State Patrol fired more than 24 troopers for a cheating exam.
Atlanta City Council wants to hear your opinion on whether or not to rename a street after the late Ivory Lee Young Jr. A public hearing is scheduled for 9:30 next Tuesday morning. Young passed away in 2018.
New at 6, the days of stashing just in case the cash under your mattress, well, it might finally be ending.
Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms partners with local banks and credit unions, giving more people access to checking accounts and creating a path towards home ownership. CBS 46's Sally Sears breaks down the new program.
City Hall is thinking of this as sort of a crime prevention program, keeping people from stashing cash under their mattresses and bringing them into the world of banking. Bleak stretches of Atlanta asphalt uphold signs offering checks cashed, for a fee of course, pawn shops offering cash for gold and fine jewelry at a discount, and $500 to $6,000 advances on income tax returns for a fee. Anthony Davis knows this system, especially that $5 fee for getting cash from an automatic teller machine.
Yeah, it's a ripoff. So it's like pretty much half my checks.
Anthony Davis is an Atlanta native making $10 an hour at Walmart. He's just who Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms has in mind with her new plan.
For many people, they don't recognize that there's something more than the check cashing place or the pawn shop.
At a fancy City Hall announcement, she put some raw financial challenges right up front. Instead, this new program offers
safe, affordable accounts that offer incentives such as $25 opening balance, no minimum monthly balance, and no overdraft or insufficient fund fees.
She's welcoming the 27% of Atlantans who are what she calls underbanked, lacking financial literacy, perhaps for generations.
My parents never taught me how to write a check or balance a checking account. And so I know for many people, this is the first time that they will have an opportunity to learn how to be financially responsible.
These new banking services begin today.
We've got those 8 banks listed for you at CBS46.com. I'm Sally Sears, CBS 46 News.
And things looking great on CBS 46 pinpoint radar for now, but we do have a front heading our way. It will bring rain early tomorrow morning and it will impact the morning commute. So as you head to bed tonight, allow a little extra time, maybe wake up a few minutes early to allow that driving time. It will be wet, it will be sloppy, and it will be chilly as well. Temperatures going to drop steadily through the night. We're in the 50s right now. We'll drop to the 40s as we approach midnight, mid 40s by 6 a.m. And temperatures will get colder and colder tomorrow. It will be windy and it will be wet, making it a very miserable Thursday. Only rain expected in metro Atlanta and areas south of I-20. But as we head to the North Georgia mountains, we're going to see some changes here. Temperatures starting off in the mid 40s. So tomorrow morning, only rain across all of North Georgia. But as cold air starts to filter in behind the rain, we'll start to see a transition already in the 30s in Gainesville by noon. We'll start to see that cold air arrive in the North Georgia mountains. That will make the rain turn into a wintry mix. We'll see a brief period of freezing rain. In fact, in the highest elevations could see up to 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain before this transitions to all snow through the late morning and into the afternoon. By 4 p.m., well above freezing in metro Atlanta. So just a cold rain in the city of Atlanta. But where we have those 30s is where we could see some light accumulations, mainly in the North Georgia mountains and mainly in the highest elevations of the North Georgia mountains. This system does move out by about 6 or 7 o'clock, so dry for the afternoon rush hour. But as temperatures drop Thursday night into Friday morning, could see some major problems for the Friday morning commute. A lot of this will evaporate. We have several hours for a lot of this rain to move out of the area and evaporate. But by 7 a.m., temperatures dropping to the 20s and low 30s. That could mean some refreezing, especially on bridges and overpasses. And I am concerned with the possibility of black ice Friday morning. So it could be very dangerous for Friday morning's commute. Now, before we get to Friday morning, let's talk about that ice potential. This is for Thursday morning into afternoon. Ice totals, I said about 1/10 of an inch of ice, and that is in those peaks of the mountains of the North Georgia mountains. Could see some snow as well, and driving could be difficult because of that. So a winter weather advisory in effect for the North Georgia mountains from Thursday morning to early Friday morning. A look at the latest snowfall totals expected. As you can see, this is impacting the North Georgia mountains. You're not seeing any of the snow in metro Atlanta, but we're seeing plenty of blues. So I am expecting widespread 1-inch totals, with the highest peaks above 2,500 feet seeing 2 inches of snow. Could see 3 to 4 in western North Carolina and Tennessee. But here in Georgia, about 1 to 2 inches of snow. That will start in the morning through the afternoon. About 1/10 of an inch of ice as well. And that is for North Georgia, where a cold rain expected in metro Atlanta. Temperatures will be dropping through the afternoon. It will be windy. It will be wet. It will be for tomorrow. It's not even a word, but I'm making it a word because that's how it's going to feel. At least the rain moves out on Friday. Still cold, but at least it's not cold and wet. And then we do warm back up to the 50s and 60s as we head into next week. A brief break from the rain. Sunday looks pretty good. 20% chance of rain late in the day, but by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we do have more rain in the forecast.